Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, August 4th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Palm Coast's new mayor is officially sworn in.
Mr. Alphen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, David Alphen.
I, David Alphen.
Do solemnly swear.
That
I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution.
That's just a snippet from Mayor David Alphen taking the oath of office last night. After his swearing in, he spoke to the people.
I pledge to the citizens of Palm Coast that my focus is on you and how our city government can best serve you, your family, and your neighborhood. I've led several successful companies. I've been a volunteer leader and champion for our schools. In every leadership responsibility in my career and life, I have found these principles work best.
Alphen promised to work together with members of council, perhaps appealing to differences in spats among members that have been in the spotlight recently.
People don't have to love each other or be exactly alike to be on the same team. They do have to understand each other. To understand, you have to listen and learn. You need to learn what's important to others and understand their perspective. Treating others with respect and kindness is key.
Alphen is the fourth mayor in the history of Palm Coast. A local health official is telling a story about the value of being vaccinated against COVID-19. John Arking reports.
Flagler County Health Officer Bob Snyder says despite being vaccinated back in January, he recently became one of the breakthrough cases of COVID-19. After being diagnosed, Snyder says he received monoclonal antibodies, but emphasizes just how much worse it would have been had he not been vaccinated.
Within 24 hours, I already saw 30% improvement. Within 48 hours, 70% improvement. And I just waited out, my 10-day quarantine period, just worked from home and operated virtually and back at work, and I'm 100%. And the point is, I cannot imagine what it would have been like if I had not gotten vaccinated. Gosh, I may have ended up in the hospital like one of the 80 patients who are in there right now today, the majority of whom are unvaccinated. 94% of the people in the hospital today are unvaccinated. So I'm just so grateful that I made the right decision way back when to get vaccinated.
Snyder says his case also illustrates the importance of wearing a mask when indoors, whether vaccinated or not, as the Delta variant can give someone up to 1,000 times the viral load of any previous version of the virus. However, he stresses getting vaccinated is the ultimate way to prevent serious illness and hospitalization. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
Flagler schools will be complying with CDC recommendations on school buses. Amy Cherry has more.
Dontarius Rowles is the new director of transportation for the school district.
We are going to require that when the students are on the bus, that they're two to a seat with their masks.
Also key to preventing COVID, fresh air.
We're going to do windows down. We're going to do roof hatches cracked. That way we can get a constant airflow going on in the buses. That way the air is not sitting there contained. We do have air-conditioned units, and we'll try to circulate that air as much as possible.
He says all buses will be outfitted with hand sanitizer, and they'll be cleaned with electromagnetic misters in the morning and the afternoon. But in order for all of this to work, they need bus drivers. There's a shortage nationwide.
We are doing everything in our power to recruit and bring in robust talent. A lot of people always tell me, well, I can't apply because I don't have a CDL. Well, that doesn't matter. We'll train you. We'll get you the tools and resources that you need so that you can provide A1 service to our Flagler Palm Coast community.
And they need drivers quickly. Students head back to school next week. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
What is iFlagler?
Flagler School Superintendent Kathy Middlestead says it is a virtual school model that grew rapidly in 2020. She said that before COVID, there were 45 students in the program, but then?
Last year at one point we had over 1,600 full-time students. So you can see the impact of COVID. A lot of families opted for various reasons to do that virtual model.
Keep in mind that you pay for the technology that makes iFlagler possible.
The citizens have allowed and voted for a half-cent sales tax, which has supported the financial aspects of supporting our technology at a very robust level.
Middlestead said that Flagler was one of the first districts in the state to go to a one-to-one device for students in 4th to 12th grades. She said that the number of students using the iFlagler model this year is down to 300. Parents want their kids back in the classrooms. The Flagler Voice, where the interview came from, is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8:30. The podcast on the Flagler radio app. School starts in a week. Tomorrow, Superintendent Middlestat talks about what else is going on in the school district. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A beloved Flagler County employee is saying goodbye. Karen Johnson has the story.
In 2 short weeks, Human Services Program Manager Janet Nichols, who began her career in Flagler County as a library assistant, will retire, leaving a hole in the heart of the department and the people she spent the last 18 years serving. Flagler County Human Resources Director Pamela Wu.
Janet knows no stranger and treats her clients with respect and dignity that they deserve. It has never been just a job for Janet. It's her life's work to help those in need, and she does so with a genuineness that can't be taught.
Janet's list of accomplishments includes partnering with Pastor Charles Solano to create Access Flagler First, which operated for nearly 10 years and regularly served hundreds of families with a variety of unmet needs. Nichols orchestrated bringing dozens of social services agencies together for the outreach event, including food distribution, free haircuts, free cell phones, and face-to-face time with area agencies were available to all. Janet even managed disaster recovery centers in the aftermath of Hurricanes Matthew and Irma. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.